What are you doing here?
The story about what happened here last night is all over town. How could I stay away?
Look, I want you to go home and stay out of it. Let me handle it.
What are you going to do?
Please, just go home.
Well, tell me.
All right. Victoria Barkley knows it was me in a room last night.
What else does she know?
Isn't that enough?
I'm going to tell the truth, Eric.
Oh, Dad, will you just stop saying that?
I don't care what happens to me. I won't permit murder.
You're too late.
What do you mean?
Do you really think Amos Pierce fell down those cellar steps accidentally?
Eric.
Mrs. Barkley had talked him into seeing Jim. I had to stop him.
My God.
So if you tell the truth now, it'll be the news for all of us. For the Newcombs, Morley, for you and for me.
Amos Pierce. What are we, Eric? What have we done?
What have we done? Dad, we saved the mine. We saved the jobs of 200 men. And we saved Abbotsville.
Who's gonna save us?
Sheriff Clark is here.
Any news, Sheriff?
Yeah. We found these on the riverbank between here and the Edwards place. Have you ever seen them before, Mrs. Newcomb?
They're Mr. Jim's.
You sure?
Yes, he was wearing them yesterday. I put them out for him.
What do you think, Sheriff? He took these off to swim the river?
Well, that's how it looks to me. But it'd be a miracle if he ever made it, the way the current is this time of year. I put men to searching both banks of the river between here and Griffin's Ferry. But the way the river is, I have a hunch we'll never find Jim, alive or dead. How's Mrs. Barkley?
She's still unconscious. I left word for Dr. Morley to get out here as soon as he returns from Wall River. But I'm afraid he's going to be too late.
Well, if she dies, maybe it's a blessing that Jim did drown crossing that river. I'll see you later, Eric.
All right, Sheriff.
I thought you might like some hot coffee.
Mrs. Newcomb, you go up and stay with Mrs. Barkley. Morley should be here in a few minutes. Now keep the door locked and be careful. She knows it wasn't Jim Barkley in that room last night. Mrs. Newcomb, you and Mike don't want to have to leave here after all these years, do you?
No,
You just remember that.
I'm not likely to forget it, Mr. Eric.
You can buy people like Grace and Mike pretty cheaply. But a man like Morley must be rather expensive.
He is. But he's worth it when you need him.
Mrs. Barkley. Oh, no! What? No! No! Oh! Help! Help! Mr. Eric!
Mrs. Newcomb!
Mr. Eric! Help! Please, help!
from me. All of you, stay away from me. Now, where's Jim? What have you done with him? Answer me, where's Jim?
The medicine's beginning to work, isn't it, Mrs. Barkley?
Answer me!
He's dead.
You killed him.
No, actually, it was an accident. It happened when we were in Arizona. His horse threw him. He was killed instantly. We were 4 days from the nearest town, so I buried him where he died.
If you didn't kill him, why did you try to make me believe he was still alive?
He did it for me,
For you?
to keep the mine open, to save Abbotsville. When the bank refused to lend me the money to keep going, Eric got it for me by using Jim's power of attorney to sell off some of his holdings. The Arizona land, the horses and cattle here in the ranch. We had to pretend Jim was alive in order to keep his estate from being settled and to keep you from knowing what we'd done. Well, I intended to repay the money, and I still intend to. All I need is time. Just a little time. I'll pay back every penny. We'll make it up to you.
And how are you going to make it up to Amos Pierce? Now you get out of my way.
Let her go.
I can't do that.
Get out of my... No! No!
Hey, now, as soon as Morley gets you...
Eric, stay out of it.
You got what you wanted, didn't you? Just stay out of it, Dad.
And what did you get out of it, Eric? The pleasure of saving a dead mine and a ghost town for your father? Or were you trying to save it for yourself? A dead mine and a ghost town wouldn't have been much for you to inherit, would it? Would it? Ah!
That's enough, Eric. Why didn't you answer her?
Get her out of here.
No, Mike. Let her go. We've done enough.
Can't you see what she's trying to do?
I see.
Dad, it's not true. I wasn't doing it for myself.
I'd like to believe that.
You can.
I'll take your word for it.
Then put down the gun. Give it to me, Dad.
No, Eric. No, please.
Give me
don't.
the gun. Let me have
No,
the gun. Give me
no,
the gun, Dad. Let
no,
me have the gun.
You mustn't, Eric. You have to. No, Mike. Let her go.
Jared?
Well, this is a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect to find you still up.
Oh, I wasn't sleepy. I guess I'm enjoying being at home too much. How was the dance?
Oh, you know those Cattlemen Association dances, same old stampede. By the way, Tom Porter is bringing our little Miss Audra home.
Oh. I'm glad Audra went to the dance. I think, in a way, Jim's death was harder on her than any of us. Oh, Jared, I want you to do a favor for me.
Name it.
I want you to go to Abbotsville and see Ben Abbott for me.
See Ben? What for?
Before I left, I persuaded the district attorney to drop charges against Ben. I felt that with Eric's conviction of the murder of Amos Pierce, that Ben had suffered enough.
Well, it could be. Just what is it you want me to see Ben about?
Well, I want you to find out how much it will cost to keep the mine operating for another 6 months. I think that the price of silver will be back up again, don't you?
Possibly so, possibly so. But there's a little more to it than that, isn't there?
Yes. Ben Abbott was a desperate man, but he's not a murderer. He saved my life, and I think I'd like to try and save his town for him. Otherwise, a lot of innocent people may be hurt, and we don't want that. We don't need another ghost town.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave first thing in the morning.
Thank you.
Good night, Mother.
Good. Jared. Did you say that Tom Porter was bringing Audra home?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a very nice young man.
I got the feeling Audra felt the same way. She saved every dance for him.
Well, that's very, very interesting.
You know, I get the distinct feeling that you know something I don't.
Apparently, Audra didn't tell you what happened at Harriet's wedding.
No? What did happen?
She caught the bride's bouquet.